belt buckle trainer. Today we're going to talk about, is AI making us dumb? And the answer, like everything else as a personal trainer, it depends. Are you familiar with the Dunning-Kruger effect? Do not be MacArthur Wheeler, 1995. This dude robbed a couple banks. And guess how he did it? He got some lemon juice and squirted it on his face. And he went into these banks. Straight up, give me your money. No mask, nothing. Because he thought, just like with a Polaroid camera, lemon juice makes things invisible. Mr. MacArthur was so dumb that two Harvard professors, Dunning and Kruger, wanted to investigate this further. What is going on here? There are people out there with a lesser intelligence that actually believe they're smarter than the average person. This guy thought that he was a genius. He found the secret. And I think with AI today, it's very similar. There's some geniuses out there. There's some idiots out there. There's some smart folk. But if you're like me, I'm like right over here. I'm not the smartest trainer in the world. I know my stuff. Lots of internships, experiences, great team. I surround myself with the best. And therefore, that's why our product is superior. And for a lot of folk, it's that red pill or blue pill. How you utilize this. You cannot take away hard work. Efficiency and focus, those are all things that go into this equation. And with AI, you can utilize it to your advantage and you can become a genius. Or if you're sloppy, you're going to be like MacArthur Wheeler. And let's take a closer look to what I mean by this. You have an opportunity to use AI to your advantage, but what does the average trainer do? They read a textbook and they go out there without hands-on experience, without the proper expectations that hard work, getting into the trenches is what's going to separate you. If you think you're going to become a successful personal trainer, which I wrote the book, 20 years of experience, 15 teaching trainers, gym owner, one of the best certifications out there. Yes, I'm a little biased. But if you think you're going to become successful just by going online and getting a certification, you're looking like Wheeler over there. This is a funny photo. Does that look like me? Absolutely not in my dreams. But if I walked around thinking that was me, or if I used this as an ad to attract people in, you are utilizing AI against you. So if I were to use this as an ad for our company, people would be like, what the hell? That looks nothing like the belt buckle trainer. Look at that bicep vein. He has small little biceps. Those are 30-inch cannons right there. But that's how people utilize AI. They're not leading with a genuine professional foot. What do I mean by that? I saw a certification online recently, and they were talking about their core patterns and how it's the great thing and why you should invest in their company and use their certifications, blah, blah, blah. You pull up their images. Do you notice anything wrong here? Here's a single leg hip thruster. The bar's on the guy's head. Here's a kettlebell row. What the hell's going on? Looks like it has a third leg and they're rolling from there. What the heck? Arms up front, but their feet. Another 3 legs. What about here? Hip extensions on glut ham raise. What the hell is that? AI today is like the version 1 of the iPhone. It's only going to get better. When we get to super intelligence, it's going to be a whole new ball game. But people are not meticulous on how they use it. And if these are your ads or this is information you're putting out there, people are going to read right through it. Thoracic extensions. He's making out with the ground. The foam rollers on his stomach. Steep. What the hell is that? Look how long her arms are. I get people reaching out to me all the time. Here was a company, I know they used AI. Hey, we're a new brand of organic sour gummies launching with Air One, blah, 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 blah. First off, hold on a second. I'm not Hey. Don't address me as Hey. Do your research. Don't be sloppy. You know how many times people reach out to me? Yo, here's a generic message. It's an audio saying, hey man, how's it going? I like your page. Do you want to work with me? I can help you level up your business. You need to personalize it. If this was a message where I wanted interest from someone, you address their name, you do some research, you go above and beyond, provide that service. You reach out and say, I just sent you some gummies. They're amazing. When's the time when I can follow up, meet you for coffee, my treat, and I'd love to see if this is something that we can incorporate into your gym. No, they're using that AI side where let's send out 1,000 cold DMs or emails and let's just hope 5 respond. That's sloppy. If you don't prompt AI and have a second set of eyes, real human eyes on this, you're gonna fall through the cracks. And all this shows is that you are not serious about this. And when you see little errors, people are gonna know it's AI and they're just gonna delete it. Think about that for a second yourself. When someone calls, do you answer? When someone sends you an email, how quickly do you go through that? The attention span of people today is even shorter. Go back to those photos. How sloppy are you? If your certification is leading with those images, what do you think the bulk of the content is? It's the same stuff. The human element of today is losing its value. So if you focus on that, you're gonna elevate above the average trainer, the average textbook trainer. I wanna become a trainer, what do I do? Get a textbook, 800 pages, then what are you gonna do? Read every single line, highlighting, circling, using AI in books to learn more about that information? Or are you just gonna go find a shortcut? I wanna pass this as quickly as I can because I've been in the gym for 20 years, I know what I'm doing. That's N1 anecdotal evidence. You know your body. Great qualified trainers understand the human body. You need interaction, mentorship, internships. The trade career, which we are, fitness trainers, is going to be super, super lucrative to those that do what others are not willing to do. Double down on the time learning the foundations. There's a lot of coaches out there, business executives and entrepreneurs like Tom Bilyeu, whatever. He's the guy from Quest. Sold it for $1 billion. His net worth is over 400 million. He's on that genius side. He's utilizing AI to his advantage, and he's gonna make more from that. How you prompt AI is what separates you from the average person. You should take workshops on this. I'm not talking about some $10,000 course. Find a company like Canva or maybe Chat. Whoever is designing the AI, if they offer workshops, learn more about it. Use YouTube, but don't be sloppy. Don't just click on the first link. I want to become a personal trainer. NASM, do you know they're owned by Blackstone? ISSA, do you know they're owned by Tailwind? Billion-dollar investment companies? Private equity that can just pump in ads to brainwash you into thinking it's the gold standard of movement? No, because they realize via market search who's looking for their product. It's people like MacArthur. We're not doing our research. We are simpletons. Don't be a simpleton. Don't be a cog in the machine. Think bigger. Read more. Actual physical books. Our attention span. You've probably already stopped watching this. And for those that are, you're probably looking at a phone over here, looking over here. Our attention spans are gone. So when you can focus and deliver a high quality product via professionalism and service, and you understand our industry, you can absolutely crush it as a personal trainer. Numerous streams of revenue, clearing $200,000, $300,000. That might sound crazy to you, but if you utilize AI to your advantage, you can build a great team. The average trainer makes between $40,000 to $50,000. Do you want to be average? Don't do what the average person is doing. It's called the veil of ignorance. I remember learning this way back when I was at Chico State and going to University of Connecticut in philosophy. You have a veil. You take away your cognitive biases and you look at it through the lens of the consumer or a person who hasn't been jaded with that information. It's very challenging to do. You lift that veil up and try to use a free, conscious, critically thinking mind. What is being presented here? Are we over here on the genius side? Or are we over here on the MacArthur side? And if you want to be successful, you have to follow those that are doing it, but don't be led into those traps. You're gonna make $100,000 in your first year. That's more than most professionals make. So you think that by reading a book that you're gonna be elite. That's a shortcut. And what do we know about shortcuts? Michael Jordan became the best. He just didn't go to college, skipped North Carolina, and he skipped the hard playoffs against Detroit and Boston. He went right to the finals. He won 6 championships. Super easy. That's going to be me. I want to do that fast. How can I be like Michael Jordan? I want to be a 5-star general. Nah, I don't want to go to boot camp. I don't want to do all that stuff. I don't want to go to war. I just want to be a general. I want to be a successful personal trainer, but I don't want to lay the foundation for what our clients need. Anatomy, not easy. Can't skip that. 17 muscles around the shoulder. Can you name those for me? The subpapillones? Nope, that's not even a muscle. What the fuck did you just say? What about programming? How do you train a 98-year-old who comes in as a 20-year-old? Stability ball, squat, curl, press, OPT model. Yeah, that's gonna work very well for you. How do you train someone who comes in with knee pain? Do you know how to assess knee pain? Do you know the red flags for knee pain so you can refer out to your physical therapist? Do you have a physical therapist on your team? Do you have an RD on your team? A psychologist, a professor, doctors? You build your team and you do what the average trainer is not willing to do. You can be a very successful, lucrative online coach, but you got to get in the trenches and understand who your market is. General pop, if it's athletes, if it's moms, if it's dads, whoever it is, can you relate to them? If you send out half-assed messages, yo, bro, what's going on? Hey, I can help you. Not professional. They're not going to bite because they know it's AI. Personalize it. Send a video. Hey, Chris, how's it going? I love your last post on A, B, C, and D. You're doing really great. Just wanted to say hi, have a great day, and keep showing up because I know you like to say that. Oh, interesting. That's personalized. He's watched or she's watched my videos. They've looked and done their research. If you send an email and you want to work at Show Up Fitness in Santa Monica and you have NASM on your resume, I'm not going to give you an interview because I know what the NASM trainer does. They're going that walker route. Easiest possible way. Overhead squat assessment, here we go. Yeah, that's gonna work. Oh, you have upper cross syndrome. No, you don't. That's been debunked 30 years ago. Alex Hormozi, he's utilized AI to his advantage because of his team. He sold his company $43, $46 million. Gym launch, utilized and positioned himself as an authority when it comes to business and acquisitions, hence his company, acquisition.com. 5 years of being in the trenches. Do you think he took shortcuts? He was in the trenches, surrounding himself with the best, paying the best to be the best. And now he has an AI tool, $1,000 per month, $12,000 that you get access to his brain. I'm not saying this is what you need to get. I'm saying he utilized AI to his advantage. He positioned himself, did the market research, got in the trenches and did the work, and now look at the output. You look at someone like Alex, oh, I want to be like him. I'm going to be a trainer really, really quick and start making millions like him. Not going to happen. The most successful trainers, if you truly are passionate about this craft, they're still training. If I'm going to work with a business coach who's a personal trainer and they don't have clients, that would be like a law professor who hasn't practiced law for 20 years giving you advice 20 years ago. There's podcasters out there that are, oh, they're the gold standard of podcasts. They have all this great information. When was the last time they trained someone? 20 years ago? How is that relevant to today? Can you navigate the gym floor? Do you go to a gym? You're giving advice on trainers on how to be successful. You don't train. You haven't been to a big box gym. You're not in the trenches. It's like Saving Private Ryan, amazing movie. Who was the person that pushed back most against? Tom Hanks' son. In real life, that's his son, but it was a general who just went to school, learned about war, and now he's supposed to be in the trenches leading these soldiers when he's never experienced what they have? We have to do better at thinking. It's a lost art. If you're still watching this, comment on this video. What book are you currently reading? What podcast are you learning about that's getting you to think bigger about business, about growth, scaling? I love acquired. I love founders. I love learning about people back in the day who were doing it old school because they figured it out. Today, we aren't willing to do that. We want to skip the line and we want all the fame and glory of the people who we highlight on social media. They got 1 million followers. I just need to post twice a month. Action wins everything. Consistency with action, you are sharp. And the third one, focus. If you have those 3 things, and a grit to really do what you got into this to do, which is help people, this is a very fruitful career. AI is an amazing tool. It can be used for you or it can be used against you. And what I'm seeing as a business owner, lackadaisical actions, thinking that more is better, which it can be in certain circumstances, like if you suck at free throws, getting a coach and shooting more is definitely going to help you. But what people are doing is they want to skip the hard work. Why? Oh, why? Tell me. It'll be like me wanting to climb Mount Everest. Oh, I'm just gonna get on a helicopter and drop me off the top. Hey, look at me. That's not right. That doesn't feel good. I know if I was standing up there looking down on everyone, all the dead bodies around me, be like, oh, I accomplished something. No. Success comes from proving to yourself that you're capable, that there's a hardship in front of you, there's a hurdle that's challenging, but you worked through it. You didn't give up. So many people give up because they're afraid of accomplishing what they're truly worth. You can do this. You are a great trainer. You're a qualified trainer because if you've stuck around this long, you have the wits, the faculties in your mind to figure out difficult situations when they're presented in front of you. Because you're gonna have a ton, whether it's difficult clients, other trainers, coworkers, employees, bosses. You're gonna learn that people skills, business skills, and the technical skills trump everything in this field. Trainers don't do what's required. They want the quick fix. AI will help you become very successful if you're not lazy. And most importantly, you get a great certification behind you in a community where you can ask questions, go out there and do it, come back and become better. Do better. And remember, big biceps are better than small ones. Keep showing up.